Welcome to this yoga class that's specifically designed for your lower back to create strength and flexibility right there. Especially important for those people who work in academia, I think, those who have a sedentary job, etc. So let's jump straight into nature, but before doing so, I just want to say, as always, be mindful of your body, and when you feel any pain, take a step back. All right, I'll see you on the mat. We have some extra focus on the downward facing dog today. Downward facing dog is a popular pose which helps you make your back and the rest of your body stronger and more flexible. And it's a great place where you can actually train your mind to focus by focusing on your breath. In yoga classes, sometimes it's also seen as a resting pose, which it isn't, at first at least, because you're using many different muscles and your muscles have to get accustomed to this pose. But at some point you will notice that it gets progressively easier. So let's go for it. I'll meet you on the mat with your shoes off. I won't, because there are some bull ants around here, so rather than being bitten by one, I do my yoga on shoes today. See you there. All right, let's start in the seated position, cross-leg position, hands in front of your chest and chin towards your fingertips. Start breathing through your nose. Long and steady inhales and exhales. And then take your hands next to your hips on the mat. Exhale first, then on the inhale, take your hands all the way up, look into your thumbs and exhale, hands down. Inhale again, up, exhale, down. Inhale up, feeling the stretch on the side of your body, and exhale, down. Inhale, hands up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, and on the exhale, move over to your right. Feeling the stretch on the left side, keeping your hands together. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, move to your left. Breathing steadily through the nose. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, hands down for the twist. Inhale, hands come up, twist to your right, pressing your left wrist against your knee. And on the inhale, taking your crown up towards the sky, and on the exhale, trying to move a bit further into that twist. Inhale, hands back up. Exhale, twist to your left. Now pushing your right wrist into your knee. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale, move a bit further into that twist. Inhale, take your hands up, and exhale, hands come down. All right. From here, we come onto hands and knees. Shake out your wrists.
Downward dog.
And we get into a downward facing dog. So tuck your toes into the mat. Press yourself up with your feet on hip width distance, walking out your heels one by one. Starting to stretch your legs a little bit. Keeping your hands spread wide into the mat, pushing yourself back. You can bend your knees a little bit to give your spine a bit more space, pushing your hips up towards the sky and pushing your upper chest towards your upper legs with your fingers spread wide. We'll stay a little moment here in downward facing dog, so feel free to keep pedaling your feet.
Always have a break.
You can always have a break, coming back on your knees. Trying to find the relaxation in this pose by focusing on your breathing. Now slightly bend your knees and then step or hop forwards. On the inhale, look up, and on the exhale, heads hanging low. Inhale, come all the way up, look into your thumbs, and exhale, taking your hands down.
Hey.
Going for sun salutations, hands alongside your body. Inhale, take your hands up, look into your thumbs, and exhale, hinging from your hips forwards, letting your head hang low. Inhale, look up, halfway lift, and exhale, step back into a plank. Coming down with a straight back. Inhale, roll over your feet, upward dog. And exhale, push yourself back into a downward facing dog. Breathing through the nose, pushing your hips up towards the sky. Bend your knees slightly, step or hop to the front of the mat, look up. Exhale, heads hanging low. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. And exhale, Samastitihi, standing pose. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank position, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, push yourself back into downward facing dog. We're picking up the pace a little bit. Breathing through the nose. Try to maintain your focus with your breath. Bend your knees slightly, step or hop to the front, look up. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Next one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, jump or step into plank, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Bend your knees slightly, step or hop between your hands, look up. Exhale, bending forwards. Inhale, hands come all the way up. And exhale, Samastitihi. From here, bend your knees, sweep your hands up, look into your thumbs. Exhale, bend forward, straightening your legs, heads hanging low. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Left foot's flat. Taking your hands up, looking into your thumbs. Exhale, step your hands back on the mat, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. For your left side, stepping your left foot, taking your hands up, gazing in your thumbs. And exhale, place your hands back, come back to plank and come down again. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Trying to find the relaxation back in your breath here. Breathing slowly and steady. Bend your knees slightly. Hop between your hands, look up. And exhale, bend forwards. Bend your knees, sweep up your hands, look in your thumbs, and exhale. Samastitihi, back to standing. For the second. Bend your knees again. Sweep your hands up, look in your thumbs. Exhale, bend forward, straightening your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to plank. Come down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take your right foot up to the sky, bend your knee for a three-legged dog. And breathe. From here, step your right foot between your hands, taking your hands up, looking in your thumbs, and place your hands back on the mat, step back to plank, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, taking your left foot up, bending your left knee for your three-legged dog, stepping your left foot between your hands, taking your hands up, high lunge. Hands back on the mat, step back to plank and come down. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Pressing your chest bone towards your legs. Bend your knees slightly, hop forwards, look up, and exhale, bend forwards. Bend your knees, sweep your hands up, and exhale, Samastiti. Alright, come on to hands and knees. Feet together, knees mat wide apart. Walk your hands forward and forehead to the mat for child's pose. Press your fingers in the mat if you want to, giving your shoulders a bit of extra stretch here. And then coming back up to a standing position. Now step your right foot out to the side, straightening your arms and then hinging forwards, grabbing your left shin and taking your right hand up for the triangle pose. Keep your legs straight here as much as possible and roll out your right chest towards the sky. On the next inhale, come all the way back up and then roll over your heels to the other side. And we'll do the triangle pose on your right. Grabbing your right shin, taking your left hand up towards the sky, and breathe. Trying to really roll open your left chest towards the sky here. On next inhale, come all the way back up. And then step back to the front of the mat. Step out again with a bit wider step, toes gazing forwards. Taking your hands on your hips. On the inhale, stretch up your chest. And exhale, bending forwards from your hips, placing your hand in front of you somewhere on the mat. Elbows pointing backwards. Inhale, halfway lift, look up, and exhale, bending forwards, letting your crown go towards the mat. Keep your balance here. Keep on breathing, stable through the nose. And make sure your points are pointing forwards. Inhale, come all the way back up, and exhale here. On the next inhale, straighten out your arms to the sides. Exhale, hands on your hips. Inhale, straighten up your chest. And exhale, crown moves towards the mat again. Breathe. Your elbows are at this point pointing upwards. Make sure you keep your balance. Inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale here. Inhale, straighten out your arms. Exhale, clasp your fingers behind your back. Inhale, straighten up your chest. And exhale, again, hinging from your hips. Moving the crown towards the mat. Taking your arms over your head as well. Using gravity to get a nice stretch in your lower back here. And in your shoulders as well. Inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale here. Inhale. Step back to the mat. And exhale. Alright, bend your knees. Swipe up your arms for chair pose. Gazing in your hands. Trying to get a bit lower on the exhale. And straightening up your chest. On the next exhale, fold forward and step back to plank, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Taking your hands all the way up. Look into your thumbs. And we stay here for the breath in. And a breath out. Warrior 1. Now roll over your heels to the other side for Warrior 1. On the other side. Bending your left knee.
Warrior 2.
And we go towards Warrior 2. So stretching your arms out towards the sides, keeping your trunk in the middle, gazing over your left middle finger. Straighten your legs again. Roll to the other side for the Warrior 2 on your right. Make sure to keep your back leg straight and your trunk in the middle.
Windmill.
Windmill your arms forwards. Step back to a plank position. And take your knees on the mat. Flick out your wrists. And then we'll do a side plank flow. So come into a plank position. Then roll your heels to the right. And take your left hand up. And exhale, hand comes back down. Roll your heels to the left. Right hand up. And it comes back down. Left hand up. Exhale down. Inhale. Right hand up. Exhale down. Inhale left. Exhale down. Inhale right. And exhale down. Nice job. On the next exhale, come down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, the last downward facing dog of this class. And we'll stay in this one for a little bit. Find back your stable breath through your nose. And if your heart rate is elevated, let it come down again. Long and steady breaths. Bend your knees slightly, step or hop between your hands, look up, and exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, come all the way up, look into your thumbs, and exhale, Samastiti. Alright, let's get into a seated position, crossed legs, or straighten your legs in front of you, whichever is more comfortable. Thumbs and points together, underarms on your knees, and then we exhale first. Then we inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 3, 2, 1. Long and steady breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 3, 2, 1. Keep on breathing for yourself, focusing everything on your breath. Last long breath here. And then we turn around, we lay down on our backs. Give your knees one last squeeze, so hug them tightly. And then from here, we get into Shavasana. With the nice and relaxing sound of the birds in the background. That's Australia. Alright, welcome to the other side of the class, the end. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like, and to come out of it, just push yourself up back into seated and thank yourself for being present on the mat today. Comment your experiences down below and please subscribe if you want to see more of these yoga classes. Thank you very much for being here on the mat with me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Ayush.